the best thing I've had is I was again going back to Silverstone, and I'm running along, and this lady comes up behind me, and she went, "Are you the orange running guy?" And I kind of was like, "Yeah, I think so." She was like, "Oh, I'll follow you on this Saturday," and it was like bang. I was like, "This is amazing." Full of adrenaline. I was off. It's just a great feeling.
One of my sayings, I forget to say it because I don't really do my running videos as much because I haven't been able to run. But it's clear eyes, full heart, can't lose. That's what I live by. I think it's great. Welcome back, guys, and we are back for the new year of 2026. So happy New Year, everybody! Woo! Today we have got a new guest. His name is Ross, but he's also known as Orange Running Guy. So please say hello to everyone and introduce yourself.
Hi guys, Happy New Year, Happy 2026. Yes, as I was introduced, I am Ross, also known as the Orange Running Guy. Get all the boring bits out of the way first. So I'm a half a century old, so I turned 50 December just gone. I am not very interesting really, but I guess like I say, get all the boring bits out of the way. So I'm married. I've been married for 24 years to my beautiful wife, obviously. Two very grown-up children, one grandchild. So yeah, I do feel quite old. As soon as I hit 50, it was like, okay, here we go. This is like, what's going on. So yeah, I'm just here today to share my story and what I'm all about, really, and hope it inspires others to do exactly the same as I'm doing.
Yeah, definitely.
Nice.
What I love is that obviously, I found you on TikTok. Obviously, all your socials will be all over the gaff and in the bottom. But I found you on TikTok, and I just loved your story because you started really late. Like I'm 31 now, and I started last year at 31, and I felt like that. I was starting really late, but you started. I love that you've literally gone with the idea of it's never too late
It's
to do
never too
something.
late, no.
Do you know what I mean? I love
Yeah, I
that.
mean, I've learned that over the years. It's kind of like I've been the kind of person that I thought to myself, you know what, I can't do that. I'm not going to be able to do that. I'm overweight. I'm not going to lie. I'm not the most tiniest person. Um, Unfit, I guess, was one thing. So I was always kind of like, nah, I'm not going to do that because I'm going to get injured. I'm going to get injured. I'm going to look an idiot.
Yeah.
Um, People are going to laugh at me if I do go out to run. Oh, look at him. What's he trying to do? Kind of thing. But as I've got older, I don't care anymore. It gets to that point where you just, you know what? I don't care what people think. I'm doing it for me. It's for my
Yeah.
benefit and also as well to show people, like I said, my kind of age that just get your shoes on and get out there and run because honestly it's probably one of the best things I've ever done in my life, apart from obviously getting married, having children, and having a grandchild. Um, so yeah, so that's really kind of where I am at the moment. Like you say, I started February last year, 2025. Yeah, yeah. So how that came about really was that towards the end of 2024, probably the last 4 or 5 months, I became, I guess you can call it ill. So with my mental health, um,
Yeah.
I got to the point where I kind of hid it from everybody, which is not the thing to do. And as you guys, probably, yourself as blokes, we're supposed to man up and get on with it and which I tried to do, which is not the right thing to do. If you're listening to that now and you're in that kind of situation, please, speak up, get some help because it was again one of the best things I did. Um,
Yeah.
I got quite poorly because I kept it to myself, and then I had the guilt because I kept it to myself because trying to support everybody else. My son unfortunately has mental health and things as well, so it was kind of I didn't want to show that to him. I'm supposed to be the dad. I'm the strong one.
Yeah.
So I ended up going to the GP, thankfully. Had some therapy. I'm on medication, which I'm still on now, which I'm kind of, I'm at the point where I really want to kind of stop maybe taking it as much as I am. Obviously, we take it, I'm not sure whether you guys do, but, we take it every day. So yeah, so basically then, it kind of got to about mid-January. Now, along that point, my wife, who is a runner as well, so she's done marathons, she's done half marathons, she's done ultra runs, and she was
Wow.
kind of my inspiration for starting. She always used to say to me, "Why don't you give running a go? Why don't you give running?" And it's like, I just can't. I can't see myself doing it. I can't see myself doing it.
Mm.
And then obviously with the GP saying, "Oh, you do your exercise," and at that point I did. I used to go to the gym, sort of, twice a week or so. I said, "Well, yeah, I'll go to the gym," and I was like, maybe try running. Try, that's good. And I was like, I knew you were going to say that, kind of thing. So I had a really good think about it, and then one day we were driving somewhere, and I was speaking to my wife, and I said, "You know what? I'm going to start running." And she was like, "Oh, yes, brilliant. That's amazing. I think you'll be, she's just been there literally every step of the way.
Amazing.
So and then February came, and I did my first park run. I think it was towards the end of February, and it killed me. Absolutely killed me. We went down. I don't know whether you've been to the Milton Keynes one, which is the Willen. Is it Willen Lake?
Okay, I've not been, but I've seen quite a few of them online. Yeah, I follow a lot of people do.
It's basically one lap of a lake, basically.
Nice.
And it absolutely killed me. I don't know whether you've seen on my YouTube. I think it was one of the first or whatever videos that I've done. There's a picture of me, and I'm like running with me or walking with me, as if to say. So basically, my first park run was, I think, was about 58 minutes.
Wow.
And, literally, wow. And then after that, I was like, do you know what? This has got me now. I'm literally every week I am going to go and I'm going to try beat that time, but also bring that time down. But going back to obviously starting to run. So the first probably month or so, I was just known as me, just as Ross. I don't think at that point that I had anything on social media apart from my normal sort of personal one. And then I got talking to my daughter, who's a kind of marketing website kind of person. She was like, "Oh, Ross is a bit boring." I was brilliant, yeah. And I kind of agreed. I was like, "Yeah, I can see that." He said, "Why don't you like come up with a name?" She said, "You like wearing orange? My favourite colour's orange." Says, "Why don't you come up with a name?" And I was like, "Well, yeah, that's a good idea." So I think we spent probably 30, 40 minutes going through different kind of, orange this, orange that, and then kind of, onto the old AI, which is bad. Don't do AI. And eventually came up with the Orange Running Guy. Basically, because the Orange Running Man had been taken. And then, as I say, the Orange Running Guy was born. Just sort of towards the end of February, and then created like I say, I'm on Instagram as the Orange Running Guy, TikTok as the Orange Running Guy, Facebook, the Orange Running Guy, and YouTube exactly the same. So, look, I'm on all platforms. I've kind of not nailed YouTube as yet. I have got a camera that I use that I film with. I've got it's like a GoPro, but it's not. I think is it a DJI Osmo, something like that.
An Osmo Pocket. Yeah. That's exactly what we're using.
Yeah, right.
They're a great little piece of kit.
But what I can't do is I can't run with holding a camera
and hold it.
No, you can't. No, it's not. No. I'd get a GoPro or something for that. That's
Or like say, just use your phone for
now.
Yeah.
So I bought a head thing that you put the camera on. So at some point I'm going to try that. But basically I use YouTube as I video more sort of me just talking like I am to you guys now. Update people on how my journey's going, where I am, what I'm doing.
I'd say YouTube's a trickier audience as well.
If you take off on YouTube, you're great. But it's so hard. I mean, I don't know whether you guys follow any other runners on YouTube, but I've got, have you heard of the middle-aged running guy? Middle-aged running man? Tim sent his name in.
Probably. I've been watching a few, but they kind of melt together.
10,000 subscribers. He's the funniest man. He really is. And a friend of ours called Freddie Runs. He's doing really well on YouTube as well. With and I think if it catches, it's great. But if you you guys know that it really is hard work.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, definitely.
Trying to do the content as well as trying to edit it as well, and it's just still getting.
Yes, so time consuming.
Oh yeah,
my life.
Where was I? So that was basically February. So as I say, the Orange Running Guy was born, and basically I've not looked back. Running just in itself, when you run, when you know yourself, you just lose yourself. Everything goes out of your head. You're literally just concentrating one foot in front of the other. Where can I go? I'm a bit obsessed with time, which I shouldn't be, but I am.
I don't know why you look at me for that. I don't know why you look at me for.
He's obsessed with pace, and he's just obsessed with doing better than me as well. And one of my...
I ran this morning.
Sorry?
I ran this morning a 5K. So I was trying my hardest to keep under 15 minutes pace. And I was just over. I was 15 minutes 37 or something like that. Which, I'm not massively disappointed in, but I've been told by lots of other people and lots of other runners, don't worry about the time and your pace. That will come.
Yeah.
I mean, like I said, I've only been running, in layman's terms, it's less than a year.
Oh yeah.
And like I said, I'm I'm not the youngest. I'm not the fastest. I'm not the sprightest. So those kind of things are going to come.
But you're doing it. That's the thing. You are getting out, and
you know what?
I'm just gonna clear one thing up for Ryan.
It's the hardest part.
When he says 15, he works in miles. So you're thinking 15 kilometres. It's 15 miles.
15 miles an hour. Sorry, not
just yeah. No, just because we do kilometres, so I thought I'd clarify.
It confuses the hell out of me kilometres. It really does.
I only prefer kilometres purely on the basis that it makes it sound like you've done more.
Oh yeah. Well, I don't know whether you've seen on this past Monday. I tried to do my first 10K.
You did, yeah.
And I fell short. I mean, it was tough. I mean, it was cold.
Not by much though.
It was snowy, and I just thought to myself, I'm just going to go out there and I'm just going to do it. And what I should have done is probably I've got a Garmin, so I'm not too sure whether you can do it on a Garmin, whether it can count down the kilometres or the miles, or whether it just builds up. I don't know.
I don't know if it goes down. Ours goes up. Yeah,
ours goes up. So. There is. I've not been able to get it to work properly, but apparently there's a setting where you can set like a map track and you just follow.
Definitely. So I enjoyed it still. It was still my longest distance for a long time. But I think with the way that the weather was, it was cold and I just could not regulate my breathing. It was at the point where it wasn't hurting, but it was like I was struggling.
Like stitch.
Yeah. Kind of like having. And I stopped a couple of times because I just thought if I don't stop, I'm going to keel over. Which is not a good plan.
No.
But I basically kicked myself up my own backside and said, "Come on, you can do this." I changed my route slightly from where I was going to go to actually where I finished up. But it's I amazed myself. I did really amaze myself because I was disappointed I didn't do the 10K, but to run 5 miles, it's a massive, massive deal for me. Massive deal.
Big time.
So going back, sort of, obviously I've been running for a while. I've done. One of my main aims was, like I said at the beginning, that I've started all these pages of obviously on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, to mainly obviously it's for me, to keep track. So obviously, looking back in a year's time or 6 months' time, I can see where I am and like, oh God, I did that. That's I've improved from that. But also as well, like I've said before, it's to really kind of for people to look at me, not being big-headed or egotistical or anything like that. Just and think, look at him again. He's like, he's a big guy, which I don't care set people saying. I could do that, and that's what I want. I really want that because running the gym's expensive. Don't you know? We all know that, having gym membership. Well, running is free. You can run whenever you want. Apart from obviously all the trainers, all the watches.
Because it's all the tools, all the tools. That's not free.
But if somebody
starting running is free.
As long as you know, I always say if I get messages every other day, sometimes twice a day. Thanks, mate. You inspired me to go out for a run. I was going to stay in today, but it's cold. But you know what? I've watched you. I'm going to go out for a run, and that's what I want. I want that. I find it amazing. What was it? I had a message the other day. I think it was on TikTok. This young lady says, "I've been watching you. I've been watching your journey, and I've signed. I'm going to do my first park run on Saturday because of you."
Nice.
And actually, I was like, "Oh my god!" I'm like, "That's crazy." And I said to her, "That is amazing. Well done. Please let me know how you got on." And she texted me, I think it was 2 days after, and said, "You know what?" She says, "I absolutely loved it." She says, "I'm going to do it again. I'm going to do it a couple of weeks' time." Something like that, it's brilliant. Love it. Absolutely love it. You can't miss me when I go out on the run. I'm all in orange. I wear I've got orange compression socks that go all the way up to my knee. I've got yellow shorts just to contrast it a little bit, and obviously a bright orange top with an orange running guy on it. So you can't miss me. So it's I've had people beep, some nice people beeping, some horrible beeping. I think I had somebody shout out the window, "Run, fat boy, run." At that point, I just looked. First of all, I was like, "You cheeky," and I thought, "Do you know what?
Yeah.
I don't care." And it pushed me even on. I think I ended up doing an extra mile that I was going to do on that day. So yeah, so that again, going back to the reason why I'm doing that. I've actually created it's a running group, but we've not met up yet, if that makes sense. So on Facebook in the good old Strava, I've got a running group called Team ORG. Team Orange Running Guy. Very inventive, sorry.
Yeah.
And you can post your stats on there. Obviously, if you're going to run, you can post it on there as well. Same as on the Facebook group as well. So I think all in all, on each, I've got about 70 members on Facebook and about 82 on Strava. Which is again, looking back when I first started, no idea that this kind of thing was going to, take off.
Yeah.
It, little old me. Look what it makes me really proud. I might be a bit big-headed, but look what I've achieved, kind of thing.
I don't think it's big-headed to think like that. I mean, it's. I think it's always good to look back and think, what have I achieved, and be proud of what you've achieved. One of the things, the drawbacks I have is I always never do that for myself, and I'm like, no, it's just something. But they're really big achievements, and I wouldn't say that you're big-headed for being proud of them.
Yeah, no. I think I'm going to stay humble. My wife will always say, "Oh, what are you doing that for?" Or not so much in a bad way, but what you're posting that for, and but it's not to be, never to be big-headed. No, it's not. I'd like to think I'm a humble guy. I'm sure the people will say different, but so yeah, that's kind of like what the Orange Running Guy is about, really. Just kind of community. I just love the word community because I just think it kind of envelopes everything. The running community, as you guys know, are just amazing, just awesome. Just again, you can, if you've had a bad run and you put, "Oh, do you know what? I'm really unhappy with this." It's like the comments that you get saying, "You stop saying that. Don't we? You did this, you did that, and we even keep going. You're doing really well." That makes a hell of a difference to people. And that's kind of like what I do in the reason for sort of Team ORG as well. If somebody pops on there that, "Oh, this was rubbish," like you've just got to be there supporting them.
Yeah. Thing is, like, even if you give 50% one day, you're giving 100% more than people that ain't getting.
Absolutely, yeah. It's the old adage that
Yeah.
you're doing more than somebody sitting on the sofa.
Definitely.
Which I'm like, I hear that.
That for me. Sorry, but that immediately just went to Anchorman. And I was like, 60% of the time it works every time.
Yeah, with the perfume, the aftershave. Yeah.
So do you guys running together?
Sometimes depends on the day.
Sometimes, yeah.
Depends on the day.
Yeah.
So we do park runs together mainly, and like we're gonna do some races and that this year together. But like we both also do like solo runs. Like tomorrow, I'm doing a solo run. You'll go out when you can, can't you?
Yeah.
Like, especially because you go down south a lot for.
Yeah, so I like to run new areas and stuff. So and I like to run more like traily kind of.
Okay, yeah.
I'm
trying to get
just through fields and stuff.
Trails. Market Bosworth Park Run is a trail which I really enjoyed doing. Yeah.
That's what ours is. Sense Valley. That's what ours is. Like it's like a little bit of a trail.
Yeah, but there's a path. It's very.
There is a path as well.
I've done Sense Valley, but I haven't. So maybe that's on the list. So going back to the running together. So I'm quite an unsociable runner. I quite like running on my own because I know I can go at my own pace. Then I've been invited to sort of to run with a few people, which is great, which I will do. But I always do that kind of, I do have to stop sometimes and walk a little bit, and that kind of thing. So if I do a big run, I have to run on my own. But I don't know. Perhaps I need to change that. I do want to get the guys together in the Team ORG group to an event or something, or a park run or something, which will happen actually. We are looking at doing that, but we're not entirely sure where yet.
Well, I'm going to check that out because I didn't even know that there was a group. So I'm definitely checking it out.
We should definitely check that out.
I'm looking for stuff on Strava. Do you know what I mean? Like I posted into the Catch 5K one that I did from last year, and I always posting like the Better Help one. The minds and stuff. Because again, like yourself, I understand the mental health side, and going back to what you were saying about bragging. To think where you was in that that December before you started running, to see where you are now, like so happy and so positive about it all. That's such a great leap.
I remember saying to my daughter when I kind of got diagnosed with it, I was texting her and I was like, do you know what? I don't know where I go. I don't know what to do. I don't know, and that was a real kind of down point. And she actually reminded me not that long ago. She says, "Do you remember saying to me that you were lost? You didn't know where to go, what to do." She doesn't look at you now. So like you say, absolutely. And I have tried to become a more positive person. I am still because of the anxiety. I am still very much what can go wrong or what is going to go wrong. I'm really trying my hardest to kick myself out of.
It's that's one of the hardest barriers is what if, and it stops you from doing so much. And then when you finally do get out there and do it, you're like,
it's amazing.
This ain't that. Why was I worried?
Absolutely.
What was I even worried about?
I'm getting better.
You can do that.
Yeah.
I used to be at the point where if we were going anywhere, I always used to panic. Are we going to be able to do this? Okay, are we going to get there, or is there going to, and I think it got exhaustive, sort of, for not just for myself, but for my family as well. So I think mainly thinking about it now, I think it was all probably linked back to having sort of anxiety and depression, but not acknowledging it, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Kind of it was there, but not there. And it wasn't until I maybe got a little bit iller or poorly, or whatever you want to call it, that I actually realised what was going on.
It's all the denial stresses you out more, makes you worse, and then when you finally accept it, it's like a rush of relief, isn't it? Like a weight's been lifted.
Well, I remember when I told my wife, and it was like, why didn't I do it sooner?
Yeah. Because you were just so it is the anxiety, it's the fear, isn't it, of rejection, and I feel like failure. I feel like, as a man especially, you feel like you've let people down, and you haven't. It's the most ridiculous stigma that's still around to this day, and it gets so much better.
I still do get that sometimes, or kind of the letting people down part, which in a weird way, in a weird way, it kind of helps me because it makes you realise what you're doing. if that makes sense. So,
Yeah.
so you realise what you're doing, and it's like, oh, hang on a second, I'm doing that again, and it's kind of a learning process of
So
of getting rid of it. And it is, here in the back of your head, that was that nagging word or voice saying, what you're doing that for. This is going to go wrong. This is, and it's trying to silence that. So yeah, it's a demon, bless it.
I think it never goes away. You just get better at dealing with it. I think. I think that's my opinion.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
So yeah, we mentioned about parklands. So do you guys tend to go to the same one all the time, or do you travel around?
Yeah, so I've only done two different ones. So we go to Centre Valley pretty much every time we go at the minute. But that is one thing I'm looking at this year is to do more for me personally.
Yeah, I'd like to go to some different ones because it gets a bit boring doing the same one over and over again, especially when you got to run around it twice.
Ours is 2 laps.
Ugh.
So it's like 2 laps. So you do 1 lap up a hill.
Oh,
The hump is called a hump. It's only a hill. It's a little hump. I call it the 50-second pleasure dome. You know what I mean? Because it's just 50 seconds of pain and then you crack on. But I did Scarborough when me and Sophie went away, and I really enjoyed it. But it was just so flat. It was like nothingness, and then you literally ran halfway and ran round a tiny little orange cone. You know, like the little ones, but the really small ones. Ran back, and then when you got to the end, you had to run around another tiny little tree to make the extra 100 meters or something. It was all a bit weird, but it was good to do a different one. I got my PB on that. I got like 28 minutes because it was flat. It was just so flat. That. It was unbelievably flat, and that's what it says on it. Like, it's good for PBs and stuff.
What's your PB in a minute?
But,
sorry, what's your PB in a minute?
Without looking, I think it was about 28:52 roughly.
Wow, that's
something
well
like
done,
that.
mate.
So most of my park runs are sub 30 now, like 29 something or whatever, and that's the goal for this year. But I was saying what I want to do this year is one of my targets is I want to people that either I follow or follow me like yourself and that, because I said to you about doing a park run at Sense Valley with us, is that I want to go and do either a park run or a gym session with people that I follow on TikTok and film it all and do like a little mini series on it. And I've already got 1 or 2 set up, and it's just like going out and doing it now.
Yeah.
So that's like a little mini series I'd like to do, because that can also go on YouTube if they're up for it. So stuff like that.
And now he's said it, he has to commit to it.
Unfortunately, so yeah. That's the problem that's going out there now.
There you go.
It's been projected.
I've done 32 park runs.
Wow.
So that's since last
32.
February.
Wow.
So I'm more of a park run tourist. As you said, I love going to different park runs, seeing people, and just sort of experiencing different ones. Where I live in Rugby, in the Midlands.
Oh yeah.
Our park run isn't too bad, but you have to do a hill twice, but it's kind of a trail hill, so it's quite muddy. If it's been raining and whatever, it's horrendous. I'm not keen of it. So I've done Rugby twice, both times quite slow times because it's just that hill that kills me. So I've done. See if I can remember them. Obviously Milton Keynes, the Willing Lake one, Great Denham. That's a brilliant course. It's basically flat as a pancake, and it's twice round. That's where I got my first PB.
Yeah.
Market Bosworth, as you know, Market Harborough. Again, that's a good one. That's pretty flat. That's 3 times round. I got PB there as well. Stratford upon Avon, I love Stratford anyway. But the Stratford course is 3 times around, and again it's flat, and I got PB there as well. So I'm kind of and where else have I been? It's remembering them all. I managed to get lost at Abbey Park in Leicester.
I was about to say you did Abbey Park, which is like where I'm really grew up. Basically,
we're close.
Park. Literally, I grew up on Blackbird Road, that was my local park.
I got stupidly lost for some reason. I finished 5k, and I still got another half a mile to go.
What have I done?
So I stopped my watch thinking, well, I've done 5k, that's fine. So I kind of followed the way back again and came round, and everybody had finished. The tail walkers had finished. My wife's standing there going, where have you been?
Where is it?
I have no idea. I said, I think I must have took a wrong turning or something somewhere, because hence I haven't been back there. The hilliest one I've done is Beaconshill. I don't know whether you've been there. Beaconshill Country Park.
That's near us, Beacon Hill, yeah.
That is literally, I think, so half a mile up, literally up forest.
Oh, yeah, literally straight up. Yeah.
And then it's
Yeah, I might skip that one.
go kind of round at the top, but then it's all the way, it's back down again, which is fine. And I didn't do too badly on that one, actually. What else did I do?
I find they counterbalance each other, the big hills.
Yeah.
They do counterbalance each other, slow up, fast down.
What else have I done? Daventry Country Park. Have you been to Daventry? Probably, yeah. That's basically once around again.
Yeah.
Lots and lots. I can't remember all of them, but
Loads.
You have to get yourself
loads. You have to, yeah.
My wife did a
Like one of them scratch away maps that you scratch out with a coin.
probably the same as you guys, but take a photograph by the park run thing.
Yeah.
And my wife has a Christmas present, a big photo frame with all the different park runs that I've done.
Oh,
that's cool.
So that's like, yeah. So I was going to say park runs are really my bread and butter. I just love it. I just love park runs. I love the atmosphere. I love the community there, and just the inclusiveness as well. You know, I don't. As a slow runner, I don't feel conscious at all coming in when all the fast runners are, the fast runners are going past you on their taking a lap, or because they'll run past and they'll say, "Keep going." Well, normally keep going, Orange Guy. You're doing really well. That's kind of like and that's what I love. It's the fast runners. Obviously, some fast runners you get are a bit kind of get out of the way kind of thing, which will happen anywhere.
They're just
that's the other thing. This is the other thing I like about running. I feel like it's one of the only sports where everyone's on the same team.
Yeah,
absolutely.
So.
Yes,
You can worry about your own time as much as you want. But when it comes to celebrating others' milestones, I think they're massive. Like,
exactly.
I love it. Yeah, I've never known anything like again with Strava and that's why I'm looking forward to having a look at yours because I love Strava because there's about people that just give you kudos and just say, "Oh, you're doing great," and you've gone like. And you thought, I did really crap that day.
Yeah.
And then you just someone says, oh, you've done amazing. I wish I could do that. And you're like, actually, Joe, what? You do forget sometimes where you start. And like you know as much as anyone.
Yeah.
I was annoying it. I went to hours when I did the 10k race. So I got frustrated at myself. And then I walked away from it. And I come back, I was like, you're such an idiot for being hardy for like that 5-10 minutes because I really enjoyed it and it was all worthwhile. And like, it's just in that moment you get so annoyed at yourself and so worth. But then when you step back and it's other people that make you realise like, We went for like 1 hour for 10k, which is mental.
Yeah,
like,
that is mental.
Really, and it's like,
but we still both got sub 105.
Yeah, sub 105.
So that's
like
5 minutes more.
Yeah.
What is 5 minutes?
Okay, I've got a question for you. It might be controversial, but a park run, when do you start your watch?
Oh, so, yeah, we have this all the time. I do start just before I start when I just start running, but we are quite notorious now for getting towards the front, aren't we?
Yeah.
So when I used to start right at the back, like I would still start it then. I started when I personally start running, because I get to like the 5k and then I'm like, what, you've done this every time, and you've got like another 200 meters to go. But I like that because it incentivizes me because now I find that I'm always when I get to my 5k and my thing, I'm close to about 200 meters out, maybe if that, and I'm like, right now it's just sprint time. It's just sprint time. It's like beat yourself because. Where Santvalley is, the last stretch is like when you see the last people. So it goes 700 meters and it's about 400 meters. I think it's 300 meters. I think it's one long stretch.
Yeah,
like,
it's just a bend.
Yeah,
and then you're home.
Doing it, I used to do it all on Strava on my phone. It used to tell me your best time is 3 minutes or something like that, and that used to motivate me to do it. But now it's I know on my Garmin watch I know that how long's left in it. It now motivates me to get at the end of that part.
I'm more of.
I do.
I always start just as I cross the start. So once I pass the start, that's when it goes.
Yeah, that's when you do it. Yeah.
I do that. I just like the tracking to be as precise as it can be.
Yeah.
I like precise things.
I think that's why I do it when I start running because then I feel like I know that I'm about however long out to the park run.
To the actual time, the official
27 seconds before I get to the park run start line. I know I've got once that 5 starts. I'm already 27 seconds behind. Do you know what I mean?
Absolutely.
So I can then kind of think where I'm at.
I did it. I used to start it when they said go, but then I was learning. Actually, that's probably not right because I'm not. I always think the start line is the start of the 5k, not before. Sorry, before.
Yeah.
So I've learned to kind of literally as I'm crossing the start line. But my wife always says, "Oh, just just start it when you start running. I'm like, no, it's not.
So we're kind of the opposite. Yeah, like, I'll just start it when I'm running. But
Well,
we
the
do
thing is
try
as
and get
well.
close now, so we are quite.
Yeah,
close.
the thing is as well at a park run is they start the official time when they say go.
And they
So
say go,
you know, if you're a little bit less under the time on your watch, one, you feel so much better about yourself because you're like, yeah, I did it better than that time. And two, if your time on the park run's still pretty good, you're like, yeah. Nice.
Getting my head around the age grading. That's kind of like.
Yeah, I still don't really get that.
I don't understand it either.
I just read it, accept it, and move on from it. That's like if it gets lower or higher.
My lowest one was 20 or 18 or 19% or something like that, and I was like, "Oh, is that quite good?" To my wife, she's like, "Nah." But yeah, so I tend to run. Sorry, my headphones are playing up. I tried to run every park run as a PB, which is not kind of ideal, but I just find it's the only time really where I don't stop running, if that makes sense. I walk a little bit, but I don't try to, you know. But going back to sort of disappointing about things, you know, it's. I've got the mindset of every run needs to be a personal best, which isn't going to happen. Which isn't going to happen.
No.
So yeah, it's. I think my current PB is 46:21. I think. So my goal, one of my goals, is to do a sub 45.
Yeah.
Possibly sub 44, maybe.
Nice.
My Garmin says, no, sorry, Strava says I could do it in 40 minutes. I'm like, I'm not.
So when my Strava says mental stuff as well, don't worry about that.
It's like, maybe, you know, picking the straws there, but yeah, so that's one of my goals to do, you know, a sub 46, which if you think about it, it's 20 seconds, but 20 seconds in is, you know.
It is doable though. It's doable.
Yeah, totally.
I find sometimes as well, like you'll go out randomly, and like happened to be in it, I knocked off 3 minutes one time. It made no sense. Sometimes you just feel that good.
Yeah.
And it just if everything falls into place, it can be something that crazy. And then sometimes you feel like you give everything, you're like 4 minutes behind what you normally do.
Yeah.
You know, it just depends on the day.
Well, it's like
running everything.
It's like for me the New Year's Day park run that we did.
Oh, you smashed it.
I'd not been running for like 2 or 3 weeks because obviously I'd just been filling my face full of pie and cream and all of that lovely stuff. And I beat my personal best on the New Year's Day one. It's like, how did that happen?
All that food that you had with fuel on the fire.
Where was it? Market Bosworth? Oh no, mine wasn't a PB on Market Bosworth on New Year's Day. No, it was that hill at the end. I was doing all right until I had to do the hill for the second time, and I just couldn't. My legs had just gone to lead. But
get yourself down to Scarborough. Pancake.
Do you know what? We love Yorkshire, and we've been to Scarborough a few times because that's a new park run, isn't it? The Scarborough one.
That one is, yeah, because there's like 3 in the area,
right.
And if you do go there, what I will tell you is where it tells you to park is like a really random street with like no parking. So just be careful where you're parking, and you have to actually go to where the bridge is, and then underneath the bridge to get to it.
I know what you mean.
I would always leave super early. Because we actually me and Sophie had to run to the start of the park run because we didn't know where we were going. And luckily, some other guy was late, and he's like, we jogged with him, and then we did it. And I was like, I was so stressed. I'm terrible for it. Like when me and Sophie, like especially when we have Willow, like because I'm the little, obviously kids meet late for everything, as you know, when they're younger. It's amazing having her, but I get so, like you say about the anxiety, one of my massive anxieties is being late for stuff, and I can never shift that, and it's like I get so stressed out. But I've always found when we're late for stuff, I've been so stressed out with anxiety that I've not been worried about the running. I'm just going, and that's when I've done really well. I'm so worried about being late. I'm like trying to catch up in my head, and I think it makes my body do the same. So it's quite funny.
Yeah, we tend to, because we tend to do at least 45 minutes to an hour away from where we are, kind of in any direction. So we normally leave up at 7, leave by 7:30, so we're there for 7:30.
Yeah.
Especially if it's like somewhere we've not been before, kind of parking wise, you know, like you say, if it's a park, you're all right, but if it's not, then
you've got to find it.
A bit difficult. Yeah, absolutely.
That's okay. But no, yeah. So like, you touched already upon about like your goal was one of your goals for your sub 45, but you were saying about you wanted to hit your 10k. I think that because you did do so far in the sleet and the snow and the ice, I think that when it picks up a bit in the spring, that 10k is going to be a breeze.
Mild,
but
dry day.
Are you thinking of doing like any races like we paid to go up towers?
Yeah,
and we loved it.
Yeah.
Definitely, yeah. So because it's my 50th year, so to speak, I want to make it memorable. So I plan on doing, hopefully, fingers crossed, I want to do a half marathon.
Yeah,
That is probably not one of the biggest goals, but when I think to myself, 13 point something miles, I think, wow, okay, that's.
Don't tell me that. I've got a half marathon in 11 days.
Oh wow,
my first one. I'm so petrified.
He'll be all right.
mate. You'll smash it.
Yeah.
Don't worry. So my first goal is really to new PB on my park runs or even a 5k. I want to do as many 10ks as I can. As in race wise. So the only problem sometimes when there's a 10k race is they have a cut off time. So there's
well, we found though that they're quite good. We noticed, didn't we? That
it was over.
It says a cut off time.
Yeah.
But there are people that I've seen definitely doing longer than that cut off time. Like when we did the on time the only thing was that the kids started an hour and a half after, didn't they? So they say it's an hour and a half, but because they start where they start and we end where they end, it wasn't that bad.
Right. Okay.
I think like special cases, you can say to them, if you think you're going to be started later than but the times are normally relatively generous, I think.
Because they have like the sections, like when you get there's like people with the signs that say, this is like the time brackets, and I think was the last one like 145 plus or 130 plus.
I thought it was 2 hours.
I thought it was 130 or 140 plus. I think it said just like 140 plus, and then you went and got in that queue. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely. My main kind of 10k that I want to do is for my sins, I'm a Wolves fan, Wolverhampton Wanderers.
It's unfortunate that is, yeah.
And as you know, we're not exactly setting the Premiership at the moment. So they do a 10k from the stadium.
Oh, do they?
Around the town, and then you finish at the stadium. It's a run-through event, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
I really want to do that one, but that's why I mentioned sort of cut-off times. If it says an hour and a half, but I'm going to look into it because I do really want to do it. I mean, it's in May, so we're only January now.
Oh yeah, loads of time.
Plenty of time. So so that's I want to do that. Like I say, a half marathon. Not chosen which one yet. I'm not. We do one in rugby, but I don't want to do.
What I was going to say to you is where I'm going is Mallory Park at Kirkby Mallory, and it's a boring one because that's what they say. It's 8 laps, but it's a go-karting track. So again, it literally says on it flat, good for first timers and good for PB setting. So that's why we chose this one, because we want to do the one in Knutsford in March.
Okay.
We still need to sign up for that one, but
you also chose Mallory Park because that's the one that I was going to do but couldn't do.
Yeah, that's your problem. But yeah, so. But that's it says flat, good for first timers and for PB set. So it's something to look, because it's not far for you either. That one.
I think I wanted to enter the ballot for the Great North Run. Wanted to do it, but we're on holiday the week that it's off. So
typical.
I'm going to try next year for that one.
No.
So like I say, I'm looking around for a half marathon to do. And I'm actually booked in to do an ultra run in July.
Wow.
I don't know whether you guys have heard of Endure 24.
That rings a bell. I feel like I've seen maybe something on.
Yeah, so they do
TikTok
one in
or Facebook about
Reading and they do one in Leeds.
Yeah.
Basically, all it is, it's a 24-hour run. So it's a 8k loop.
The lap is.
Yeah.
Oh, it's 8k.
Right.
That's not too bad actually. By that time, if you're doing your 10k's, it'll be good.
So basically, you start 12 o'clock Saturday, finish 12 o'clock Sunday.
Nice.
My wife did this year. She managed just over 35 miles.
Wow.
But it absolutely killed her, bless her. So again, going back to the kind of the adage of looking at somebody thinking, "Oh, I could do that." That was me on that day when I was watching my wife. There was
amazing.
People that you just wouldn't think would be doing an ultra.
Yeah.
And I was just.
That's the thing. I think.
Sorry, go on.
Yeah. No, you go. No, you go first.
And I just thought to myself, what am I doing? Sat watching this? I literally could do
Do
it.
it.
Could be doing it. Yeah.
So I signed up for that. I don't know whether I'm going
That's
to regret
amazing.
it or not, but we should wait and see.
You'll probably regret it about 12 hours in.
Yeah. 12.
Probably long before 12 hours in. You'll be heavily regretting it 12 hours in. But once you've done it, you'll be so thankful you've done it.
Absolutely.
It'll be euphoric.
The target is 50k. I'm 50. I want to do 50k.
Yeah.
If I reach that, then my work is done, as they say. But lots of things kind of sorted. I want to do. I don't know whether you last year, actually going back onto last year events that I did the Run Fest at Silverstone.
Okay, yeah. I remember you posted about that.
Yeah.
Because
if you guys
you
ever
weren't very well
have
at the
to
time.
do that, just I'm going to do a 5k, 10k, and a half marathon. I did the 5k, and the best day I've ever had. It was just
amazing.
awesome.
Really?
You can't believe that you're running on the racetrack.
Yeah.
It was kind of like you're literally starting where the grid is.
Yeah.
Looking down, going, oh wow, this is like. But I had the best day, and I got a PB as well to finish it off.
Yeah.
But I'm going to do that again this year. But I'm probably going to do the 10k.
Nice.
I think every race I try and do this year, I will probably try and do the 10k.
Amazing. If I did the Silverstone one, I think I'd be that weird guy making the noises going around the bends.
What do you think I'm going to be doing at this half
Long
marathon?
bends.
I'm going to get like racing straps on my shoes.
Yeah, he says he's going to be making the noises.
I'll be crying.
The seventh lap round, it's not going to be. It's going to
crawling. It's like, get me a go-kart. I need to finish this thing.
Not a pedal one.
Yeah. Oh,
but no, that's yeah. So, and again, just to keep doing what I'm doing, bettering myself, making my mental health more stable, maybe. Like yourselves, probably that you have up and down days. You think you're doing absolutely great. Next minute, you're on the floor, not wanting to do absolutely anything at all.
And it could be over something minute as well.
And also just keeping inspiring people, really. Just I want to do a lot more events with other people, meetups at parkruns, social events. I did start to sell merch, but I think t-shirts with Team ORG on and my logo. Yeah. But I think 4 people. It was only about 4 people that took the offer up. So it's exciting year ahead. Very exciting year.
Something to revisit, yeah. Definitely something to revisit that.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I mean, like I say, at the moment this week, obviously did the 5-point-something miles on Monday.
Yeah.
Went out for a 5k today, and actually the run today felt better than the one on Monday. But I think going back to what you were saying about the weather, it was a bit more mild. It was just more windy. My breathing was good. Everything kind of felt really kind of comfortable. When you're in and you're thinking, oh blimey, this is like, what's going on here? And then got that done. My legs are shot now, and my thighs are like, but I should probably run again at Parkrun. Hopefully, are you guys expecting snow? Whereabouts are you guys again? Did you say?
Sents Valley.
Oh, where? Yeah.
Oh, and the Colville,
Leicestershire,
Leicestershire, northwest Leicestershire.
So we're expecting snow.
So it's saying snow, but it was meant to snow all day today, and it hasn't. So.
Well, it's obviously watching the news and stuff. So I'm hoping that the snow normally misses us, but if the problem is if it doesn't, is when we normally get quite a lot.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping to do a parkrun on Saturday, but if I don't. It's not the end of the world.
And what they say is, if you can run, that's what Kurt told you or your dad told you that.
Oh, my dad told me if you can run, if you're training for a half marathon, if you can run a half marathon distance in a week in total, then you can do it on the day.
And you'll be at 15k this week, so you'll be able to do 10k.
I'm well.
So you're ahead of schedule.
yeah, surprisingly, yeah. So,
and do you know what I found for pace wise? Just because you were saying about getting to that 45. 2 things I've always told you was my stride length. When I was doing my couch 5k, I spent the whole time I'm focused on breathing and keeping my stride length the same, no matter how tired I was. So even if I slowed down, the length of my legs, the distance was the same. So that was one thing that I found massively helped my speed. And two, you know about it. It's what we were talking about actually just before we started talking to you. Was the treadmill. So the treadmill run that we do at the gym when we first go to the gym, I just focus on the pace. Then that's when I do try and do faster. And I normally used to do 20 minutes, but at the minute I'm doing 10 minutes. I'm doing 2k a day. Every day this month because my partner's doing it for SANS for children, families that lose children.
Excellent.
So I said that to support her, I'm going to do it obviously for no money, just to do it to support her, so she's not alone in it. So I did on the treadmill a pace of 11. That's in miles per hour. So if I was to do an hour, I'd do 11 miles in that hour. Do you know what I mean? So
that's
and it's I found that if you can get to that pace, do it for a week and then up it. That's naturally made my pace on the roads quicker. I found.
Yeah. I've not looked at my stats for stride length actually. I'll have to do that. I feel as if sometimes I'm not lifting my legs high enough, if that makes sense. It's more kind of it's hard to explain, but
I feel like that sometimes.
Like you're dragging your legs rather than I know what you mean.
I've found it's been very dependent on what shoes I'm wearing as well.
Oh, don't get me started.
Very dependent.
Oh.
I was just about to say, he literally before I came here, I saw his post about it. He said, I love shoes. It's trouble the shoes.
I found these, they're called Run Falcon 5. They're running shoes, but they're not bouncy enough for me to run in.
No.
But I just love them.
I love the
It's so
Hockers.
comfortable to wear just as a normal trainer.
The normal trainer, yeah.
So I've now got 3 pairs all in different colours.
That's amazing.
Which,
is one of them orange?
no, because they don't do an orange.
Oh.
I need to switch Adidas here, and I need to get some branding sorted out. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Orange running our sneaks.
But yeah, running shoes. I wear. I've got a pair of Boston 12s.
Okay.
Which are really good. My first pair of running shoes were Ultras. They were really comfortable, but sort of after coming up to sort of 10 months use, they were kind of turning in a little bit.
Yeah.
And I don't know whether that was my feet or whether that was the trainers.
Probably a bit both. It would be because they mould to your feet, don't they? And you stride.
Yeah, bought myself a pair of the Boston 12s, and I love them. They're really comfortable. And I've got a pair of Adidas Terex, the trail shoes. And again, they're really, really comfortable. And I've been wearing them sort of while it's been cold and sort of snowy a little bit. And the grip on them is brilliant. Really, really good.
I started with the McCarrimals from Sports Direct, so the cheap one.
Yeah.
They were really good. And then my new trail ones are ASICs, but I've not worn them in ages because Sophie got me the Hocker Bondis, the Hocker 8 Bondis, and they are phenomenal. They're like running on pillows, mate. Oh, honestly. It's amazing. So I'll use them a lot, but I might have to whip out the ASICs at the weekend if it is a bit icy because they've got the proper gripping. Yeah. And then I've just, for the gym, I've got the Under Armours, and again, I'll wear them like they're going out of fashion every day, my Under Armours, because again, they're so comfy. I'm
saying to my wife, I don't think I could ever go back to a normal pair of trainers again. Just, you know, it's a part of my story really. So when I was born, I was born kind of club foot, sort of on both feet, quite badly. So from the age of 0 to 14, I was having operations every year on my feet.
Oh wow!
So as I got older, as you were probably well aware, you know, arthritis, you know, pain that was, you know, we didn't know where the pain was coming from. So I was having cortisone injections every 6 months in my feet. So that helped for a while. So this was before I started to run. And I was down to go in for an op to have a bone fused in my feet, so if that stopped the pain. But then I started to run. Then I started to lose weight. The pain's disappeared.
Crazy, innit? It is so crazy, you know.
I still get a little bit of pain every now and then, but not. It was like somebody sticking knives in your feet. It was that bad.
Wow. Yeah.
But that's gone, and I realise now that maybe partly my fault. Again, I was overweight, but whether it's because I'm losing weight or whether it's, I don't know. I really don't know. But yeah, when I run, I have no pain whatsoever. And still, I don't get any pain, sort of. So yeah, that was kind of before deciding to run again. That was a factor, because it was like, okay, do I start doing this and then I'm going to have to stop because of the pain? Because I didn't want that. But I just thought, sod it, I'm going to do it. And and it's, you know, it is what it is now. Brilliant. So all good. All good.
Nice.
Yeah. Anything else you want to know?
For me, I think,
Yeah.
we've done a kind of a
Yeah.
roundup and everything like. I think it's been great for you to come on and show different side. Like I say, not only just because your age, so which is fantastic for 50 laps around the sun, as they say.
I don't feel 50, and I don't
but-
50 either.
No, not day over 27, mate.
Apart from the
Look younger than Ryan.
greyness in my beard gives it away.
Oh, don't worry, I get that sometimes as well. It depends on the light, doesn't it? Just blame it on the light. That's what I do. So the light hits it. But yeah, no. Hopefully we can get you down Sense Valley, or
Yeah.
maybe if we do look into the Run Fest.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or, let me know
Yeah.
when you guys are going to be there, and I'll be there.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Definitely. But
I
other
like
than
the look
that,
of the
I'm
Run
going to
Fest.
wish you luck for the year, and we're looking forward to it. As
Yeah.
always, I'm going to say just up here you'll find. I'll just put the one because all yours are the same on all of them, but I'll try and put the links below if you can always send them me if you need to, and I can find them.
All platforms,
Yeah.
YouTube,
Yeah, all
Instagram,
platforms,
Facebook,
yeah.
TikTok, all as the
Yeah.
Orange Running Guy. So it's either the Orange Running Guy or Orange Running Guy, but you'll know if you have a look on there. It'll
Yes.
be on there.
You're my second favourite running person.
Oh,
That's my favourite running person. I am Brave Man.
oh yeah. I didn't think of that. I should have that as.
Yeah.
I
Should
do, man.
Look, it's lifted as well. Look at him. Yeah.
So,
Sorry. That's just been sitting there staring me in the face this whole thing. I'm like,
wanted to say
that joke just needed to come out, even though it was a terrible joke. But
fantastic, man.
I love terrible jokes.
Absolutely
Fine. When you
Yeah.
get
Dad jokes.
the thing.
Yeah. But no, yeah. And then what we'll do is actually today I will leave a little link maybe to either Samaritans or something because we spoke a lot about mental health. So maybe a number in there or something just to
Yeah.
I'll just leave maybe the number in there as well.
Absolutely, yeah.
I'll have a look and I'll get it on there just because I feel like it's something that we talk about all the time anyway, and I've never really had to put a link in. Like I say, I've got the Boys Sad.
Yeah,
Boys Get Sad 2 on,
there's
and like
great,
the Sad Miles Running Club. I've got that. That's something for you to look out for. Sad Miles Club. That's a men's mental health fashion wear, so that's pretty cool.
yeah.
So, but yeah,
like I say, guys, anybody watching or listening, you're not alone. Reach out to somebody, speak to somebody. The help is there for you. Just be brave and take that step.
definitely so.
Definitely.
I think we'll leave it there, guys. And as always, you know the drill. Until next time, much love and peace.